Hello guys, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of subscribing to my channel, please subscribe and click on the notification bell for more videos. So today I'm gonna be discussing about some of my experiences being an African here in the Philippines. But before I start, I would like to give you a brief history on how I came to the Philippines. Actually, I never planned to come here in the Philippines. I was to study in Europe. But during the process of me traveling and preparing for my visa and every stuff, my friend's brother told my mom about the Philippines, and my mom checked out the country and found out that the tuition fee was very cheap compared to my previous school I was about to apply to in Russia, that's in Europe. So after so many arguments and so many contemplation, I found myself here in the Philippines. But before I came over here, I had to do some research, and I found out that the Philippines is a third world country just like my country. So I never had any high expectation about Philippines here. But the moment I came over here, I was very shocked here because I never expected what I was saying. So I was directed to clear my luggage at the custom decks. But as I was arriving at the custom decks, I was like, wow, man, this custom officer, she looks very beautiful, because I've seen so many white people, but there is something different about this white custom officer. She's really very pretty. So during my stay here in the Philippines, I had some good and some bad experiences. One day I was on my way to church and I stopped a jeepney, and immediately I was about to go inside. The first two ladies that were at the entrance covered their nose when I was about to go inside, and when I sat down, the lady that was sitting next to me covered her nose, even though I took my shower and I was smelling very nice. I mean, I didn't really understand why she was doing something like that, though it was my first time boarding a jeepney going to church. So I felt very embarrassed, and I felt very bad. So my second jeepney experience was one day I was traveled to a nearby province, and I went to the terminal to board a bus. So when I entered, the next person entered, and I noticed something. All the passengers were sitting at the other side of the jeepney, because when you enter the jeepney, we have the left and the right side seat. So when I entered, I noticed people were actually going to the other side. They didn't want to come close to me, and I was like wondering, I mean, why is something like this happening? Because, you know, it's my first time in the Philippines and I'm still getting used to the whole stuff. So I asked some of my Filipino friends, why do some Filipinos cover their nose whenever a black guy or a black person passes by them, or maybe a black guy sits close to them? So this was their reaction. Most of the Filipinos said that maybe the perfume that we spray, it's very strong to some of them, and some of them just cover their nose just because they see that you're a black person, and they feel that, wow, like since you're black here, that means you're very dirty. So for me, I'm not really gonna blame the Filipino who covered their nose, because I think also the social media has helped to make Africa feel like we are not really, that it's not really a good place to stay, that there are so many animals that we're suffering, that we had so many sicknesses. So I really want to make you guys understand that, see, Africa is just like every other country. So you shouldn't think that, okay, because this guy is from Africa or this girl is from Africa, definitely, yeah, she's smelling, she's very poor, that she's not okay, like she doesn't feel she doesn't feel welcome in any part of the world. Yeah. Because for me, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I take my shower and I dress very well, I look very good, and I board inside the bus or I board inside the train, and someone is covering his or her nose just because I'm a black person. Because I've been in a situation, even when I'm inside the bus, some even Filipino smells very awful, but I don't cover my nose because, I mean, I don't really know exactly what those guys or maybe those girls are going through. So I'm not really gonna judge them. But you don't know this person, you don't know where this person is coming from, but you just try to make the person less inferior about him or herself because he's a black person. Me and my friend were going to the market to buy some things to cook. So on the way going, we met some children. They were shouting the N-word. They were saying, hey nigga, what's up nigga? And I felt very bad because they were children, and for you to be saying something like that to a black person, it feels very offensive. So we went to the children and we corrected them not to say it like that. So I would say that them saying it doesn't mean they were angry or maybe they hate us or maybe they were racist. No, I felt that they were saying it because of lack of education or maybe lack of exposure, because you know it's their first time to see a black person, and most especially here they've watched it on movie where maybe the fellow black says, hey, what's up nigga. So I think maybe that is one of the factors that makes them act like that. My girlfriend, we're going to the mall to buy some things. So we left the house. So on our way going, we passed some Filipino, and whenever as we just passed, they made some word like they gossiped when we just passed, and I just knew they said something the moment we passed. So when I came back, I asked some of my friends also, even my girlfriend, I haven't asked her. So I noticed that thing among Filipinos here. Whenever they see a foreigner walking with a Filipino girl, they just feel uncomfortable. They just have something to say. They just feel jealous that why is this girl walking with this guy, or maybe this girl is walking with this guy or dating this guy because of maybe he has money or maybe because of any other reason best known to them. That's exactly why I understand. Not just only black, and also even white people here. When if the moment a Filipino sees a white person or a black person or a black person walking with a Filipino girl here, they just feel that there is something, there's a reason why that girl is with that guy. So you mean like someone cannot love someone just out of sincerity? So my advice to the black guy dating the Filipino girl, or maybe the African guy dating the Filipino girl, or the African girl dating the African guy, is that, I mean, whenever something like this happens, you should just get used to it. Because if you're coming to the Philippines, just get prepared for gossip. That's what they call chismoso, and just get prepared for all kinds of stuff, because here in the Philippines they just have different reason to just get on your nerves. So if you're coming here in the Philippines, just get prepared and just know that there are some things you might not really like about the Philippines, and also there are some things you will like about the Philippines, but that doesn't make Philippines a racist country. It's still one of the best country to me. I would say it's the best country, because apart from that, I've not really experienced anything like that, and even despite the fact that I've experienced something like that, I'm already used to it, and as you can see, I'm pretty getting well here. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel again, please subscribe and click on the notification bell to get more video.